And yes, welcome to the stories. Let me introduce you to everybody. So on percussion, over there in the distance, Brian Thomas. Hello.
Good evening.
We've got Alan Thomas, keyboards and mandolin.
Hi.
Hi. Andy Collins, bass and vocals. Hello. Cool. Steve Balsamo, guitar and vocals.
Hello.
Hello. Di Smith, guitar and vocals. And Rob Thompson, guitar and vocals.
Hi.
Should we say hello to Lawrence, the driver, as well?
Better had.
Right.
He gets very upset.
Anyway, good to see you.
And you.
And Bob Harris and I, are both fans of the band. And in fact, he was actually saying on his show, you know, if you missed the stories on my show, he said, and I know, you know, loads of you are into them, you can check them out again or listen for the first time on this show. So thanks, Bob. So how's it all going?
It's great, you know. We've had a very busy couple of weeks, couple of months, and things are going really well, so it's fantastic.
And, well, let's talk about you, Steve, because I know we've played Steve Balsamo on Radio 2 as a solo artist. Now, were you in Jesus Christ before that?
Yeah, a good few years ago.
Yeah.
I did that in the West End and got signed quite soon after that, really, and then made a record for Sony, released it, and it was kind of the wrong time. It got released during the beginnings of all the pop idol stuff, which was never really what I was about.
No, because I was going to say this is quite different, being part of a band. So how did you all find each other?
Well, I've kind of known the boys, and we all kind of know each other. South Wales music scene is a very incestuous thing. Everybody kind of plays in everybody's bands and stuff. And some of the boys have been playing for about 13 years together, 14 years. And I was in college with Di, and we just, after the Sony thing went by the wayside, kind of gathered my thoughts and put a band together, really.
So do you all live in Cardiff?
Swansea.
Swansea you live, right, okay.
Oof, that's dangerous from down our way.
Sorry. Oh dear, I think I might have said Cardiff in the past. I do apologise.
That's all right.
So there you are in Swansea, and you say that the South Wales music scene is pretty healthy and everybody hanging out. So who are we talking about? What goes on at the moment there?
Well, there's a load of there's a couple of bands from Cardiff who have just been signed. I can't remember the names. Is it I can't remember, but there's a load of... for a long time, I think, A&R people didn't go across the Severn Bridge. I think it stopped at Bristol. There was a huge Bristol explosion, you know, back in the 90s and so on. And I think they decided to go across the bridge, and when they did, they found this really healthy scene that was kind of self-sufficient and going on, you know. So, what we did, we made a record ourselves, Janice, put it out on our own label, and then got signed to Warner's just before Christmas.
So why did you decide to do it that way? Because there are many options these days, aren't there, of how you can do stuff and what with the net and what have you. So you decided to do your own label first. Why? Because
we didn't want anybody sticking their noses in, really.
Yeah.
We kind of, you know, I've been through a situation...
I was going to say, you've been through that, maybe.
Yeah, and it was very, you know, it was kind of hard, but, you know, really good learning experience. And Di was also signed to Sony with a band and then solo himself, so we'd both been through that sort of route. So we decided to just write some songs because we can, and we can record them because we have the facilities, and Di and Rob produced the stuff. So we just did it ourselves and not had to worry about anybody telling us we couldn't do that because it wasn't fashionable. Because what we're doing is, when we started doing it was so not fashionable. We were so uncool.
West Coast,
yeah,
isn't it? American, sort of laid back kind of vibe to it.
That's right. But the last couple of years with the Magic Numbers and bands like that have come through, and kind of it's kind of cool to do the stuff again now, and it's coming through. So
yeah. Well, let's hear the sound of the stories. What are you going to do first?
Roll Like a Stone.
Okay, thank you.
3, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3.
The streets shine gold, ignited emotions. You thought it went cold. I stood and watched the preacher at the side of the road. He said, "This town's full of vampires, so take care of your soul." You flew like a bird through those towers of glass. No time for reflection, no thought for the past. As you push the
gorgeous. That's Roll Like a Stone, and it's the Stories who are playing live. You'll be familiar with By Your Side, or Be By Your Side, the single which we've been playing on this show since the end of last year, actually. That's eventually coming out.
It is indeed. It was a wrestle, but it's coming.
And it's in the shops.
The 20th of March.
So, because you've been receiving quite a bit of attention, haven't you? I keep reading bits and pieces about you all over the place, and all very positive. So you're looking forward to getting out and you know, knocking people's socks off with it, touring.
Well, what we do, you know, is play live. So it's great to have the opportunity to come and do it, you know, because it's a fantastic thing to do. But yeah, we've been very lucky. We've got some lovely reviews, and people are really warm into the album, which is what we wanted to do.
Which, of course, will inspire people to come and see you.
Yeah,
and you've got quite a tour coming off, haven't you?
Yeah, we're kind of playing from next week on, you know, from the 15th on. And if you check out the website, all the dates are on all the way through April, and we've got a couple of exciting things coming up after that.
And I shall remind you of those dates as well in a wee while. We've also got prizes, which include a date with Di.
Yeah.
Not much of a prize.
He said it. He said it. I took him. You see, it's his word. So there you go.
It's not a booby prize.
Oh,
No, it certainly isn't. And in fact, what I should do, because we get a biog of the bands, right? And you get little bits. So Di, date with Di, collecting old obscure recording gear and instruments.
Of course, it's sounding better by the minute.
I've blown it.
Hang on, Swedish massage, that's all right.
One up.
Cooking. He's a vegetarian, great, right? He describes himself as eccentric, enthusiastic, melancholy, deep, shy. Deep, meaningful and rough, as my friends used to say. They were the best. OK, what are you going to do for us now?
Be By Your Side.
Oh, right,
and
lovely.
This is Rob on lead vocals.
Can I just say that mandolin before was absolutely gorgeous, wasn't it?
Thank you. That's Alan. Alan's our secret weapon. He plays all instruments.
Do you? Multi-talented.
Multi-instrumentalist.
All right, take
and
it away.
Good masser as well.
Let me just see if that's on your little thing.
Best
No,
drink.
happy, honest, dry, diplomatic. Oh, he likes Colombo and Quincy. Oh, I used to love
that's
Quincy.
Rob.
Oh, is that Rob? Sorry. Who? Right. I'm getting it all wrong here.
You don't make him look at
Come back. Anyway, take it away.
This is for Quincy.
Save me from the storm, hiding in the shadow, hiding from the sun for being born. Jealous fascination when I hear you lock the bedroom door. Together in a vision, here you come passing through these walls. And I'll be by your side now, be by your side, be by your side, and I'll be. This is only natural in the way that I should want you to. This mutual attraction written in the blood that's passing through. And I'll be by your side, and I'll be by your side, and I'll be by your side, and I'll be. And I'll be by your side, and I'll be by your side, and I'll be by locked in someone else's room. You'll never be empty, 'cause I will be inside of you. And I'll be by your side, and I'll be by your side, and I'll be by your side, and I'll be, and I'll be by your side, and I'll be by your side, and I'll be by your side, and I'll
I love that track. That is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. That's got to be a hit. I really hope
praying
so.
to
I
everybody.
really, really, really hope so. The stories, Be By Your Side. Let's dedicate that to Bob and
yes,
Trudy.
please.
All right,
Yeah.
shall we? And they may be listening. They may be not. They can always listen or listen again. So, in terms of, well, with all of you getting together, were you all interested in this type of music? I mean, how did it all evolve in terms of the sound of the stories? In fact, who were you with then? Who were you with when you were signed to Sony?
Well, I was in a band in Swansea called the Flame Trees with a mate of mine called Slack and a mate Rich, and we got signed, but the record never came out. So, I know. But then we all met, and we'd all had similar kind of sad situations in music.
We came together on the back of a nervous breakdown.
We were a bunch of saddos, and we all got together.
It was like group therapy, group hugs and stuff like that. But
We met in the park.
yeah, that's true. That's true.
But
Enough
no,
of that.
did you find it easy to sort of write and you know, develop the story sound?
Well, to be honest, it came completely naturally. I
Did
mean,
it?
Completely. The singing, the writing and everything. I think Rob's kind of red wine collection kind of helped it a bit. But no, honestly, it was really natural and a joy, really. Really,
We
really
wrote
good.
about 30 songs in as many days. And
Really?
And we've just started writing for the next record. This one hasn't come out properly yet, but we've written about 19 already, really.
So when do we get the album?
27th of March is going to be released.
Okay.
On Warner's Corova label.
And what's it called, the album?
It's just called The
It's
Stories.
going to be called Stories. All right. And Rob, do you manage to get to see Liverpool much? Do you support? Who supports? I'm getting. Who supports Liverpool?
It's the rhythm section.
Oh, it's you that support Liverpool. So do you manage to get to see them much?
Never been to see them.
Haven't you? You just watch them on telly. All right. Final tune before you disappear into the night.
This one is called Is It True What They Say About Us?
Dixie, I thought you were going to say then.
Is it? Yeah, and that. Fourth record. And this one's for John and Paul Kramer.
Oh, he's lovely, Paul Kramer.
Yeah, he's a king.
Yeah.
He's been a big fan.
Every time I walk with you, baby, you see the real me. Even though this road's well traveled on, it belongs to you and me. As I watch the fire escaping from your heart, where the northern lights went out, there is no spark. I've been blinded by the writing on the wall for so long now. Is it true what they say about us? Is it true what they say about Is it true what they say about us? Got a wanted poster with your face on, into this tired heart. Go get a bullet with my name on, babe. Babe, take another shot as we dive into the pool beneath the stars, where the falling satellites have made their mark. We'll reveal the deepest secrets of our heart. For so long now, is it true what they say about us? Is it true what they say about us? That the gold is beginning to run. Yeah. Is it true what they say about us? Hold on. Hold on. I've watched the fire escaping from your heart for so long now. Is it true what they say about us? Is it true what they say about us? That the gold is beginning to rust. Yeah. Is it true what they say about us? I'm watching from a distance, baby. I can see the sun. I got no resistance to you, lady. I'm sure that you're the one.
Well, I can't wait to get my copy of the album. That's Is It True What They Say About Us? The album is The Stories, which will be out in March. And, of course, you've got the single, Beat by Your Side, which you can go and buy and listen to endlessly. I really do hope that's a hit for you.
Thank
I
you.
think you really deserve it. And thank you for coming all of this way.
Thank you so much. It's
To
brilliant.
Birmingham to see us. You know, really, really do appreciate it. Brian Thomas, Alan Thomas, Andy Collins, Steve Balsamo, Di Smith and Rob Thompson. They are The Stories, and there are prizes that date with Di
And some CDs.
for grabs after this.